Hey, Bud, just firstly with Giannis, I mean, we speak about his ability to play through foul trouble a lot, clearly with the physicality that he plays with. How did you see his performance in the fourth quarter? I think he had 16 points and also dealing with some of those calls.
Yeah, no, I thought the way he finished, and then Chris, maybe for most of the night, didn't have a huge game, but then those two together, kind of brought us home. So, but Giannis was phenomenal and playing through a lot of contact and physicality. That's how Boston plays. Give them credit. They're really physical. They're well coached. So, it's a great test for Giannis. Kind of test his mental fortitude. Test him to be patient, find his spots, and in the fourth quarter he did it.
Eric Name.
Late in that game, you guys go to that Chris and Giannis pick and roll. That's a set you guys love so much. Just what do you think of those two and kind of how they work together out of that tonight?
Yeah, no, I thought it was good. Obviously, Chris with the big three, and then they jumped him a little bit, and Giannis does a great job of rolling, and Chris, heck of a pass, and Giannis finishes through contact for the and one. So, those two guys, it's just they're such good players, and they make good reads, and they see any opportunity that's available and take advantage of it. So, they were very good.
With both of those guys, I know you watched their minutes quite a bit tonight and then really let them loose in the fourth quarter. Was that the plan, or did you end up playing them even maybe a little bit more than you wanted to?
Maybe just a tiny bit over what we wanted to, but very, very close to, being, Chris getting up close to 33 is probably a minute more than we wanted, and Giannis at 32 was his high end. So, close, but it was good for us to be tested in a close game and for these guys to start building their conditioning and being able to play, those types of minutes. So I think it was a good opportunity, and the guys were great with it.
Eric Woodyard.
Hey, what's up, Coach? You guys did a solid defensive effort tonight on Jason Tatum. Before the break, he was having a career season. Just kind of talk about the job you guys did on him and the focus you guys put on him tonight.
Yeah, I think Wesley Matthews gets the assignment, out of the gate, and I think he sets a tone and, really makes it tough for guys to get into a rhythm early, to get anything clean and anything that feels good. And, then you just throw more waves of guys at him. And, George Hill has had some success guarding him. He had him some. I think Chris and, really everybody gets a chance. And I think, Giannis and Brooke can never be, underestimated how they help in the paint and make things difficult. So, and I think, Jason probably missed a few looks that, maybe he makes and feels better. But I thought overall the defense on him was really good.
Joe Varden, go ahead.
All right, I'll ask. In the fourth quarter, late, Giannis kind of like MMA Tyson the hip, and they said no call, and then the charge was reversed. And were you worried at either point there that he may have picked up his sixth?
Yeah, I mean, I'm human, so you hear a whistle. So I think, I'd be lying. I don't exactly love your description of MMA. Think the guy, I think Thies went MMA or WWF. But anyways, I think the refs, I think sometimes it's hard. There's so many things happening on the court, and, I thought it was a good job of officiating, just, to blow the whistle, no call, and just try and go and discern what had happened, and nothing had happened. And then the block charge, those are tough calls. And, I think that's one of the great things about replay, and, actually had a huge impact. And so we're fortunate that, both of those situations, I guess, correctly were officiated and reviewed.
Eric Name.
I know it doesn't always show up with blocks, but Brooke has 6 of them tonight. Just what do you think of his ability to be there and alter shots, block shots, just kind of be around it? It really felt like he was kind of back to what he always is.
Yeah, no, I mean, his job, protecting the paint, protecting the rim was phenomenal. And like you said, I mean, tonight, he's credited with 6. We feel like he alters and changes, a lot more shots than just the ones he blocks. And I think, offenses and players are just, they're leery of driving the paint and, what's going to happen when they get there. So, he's such a big part. And then you come in with Robin behind him, and it's, very similar. So, I think it was a great start for Brooke.
Last one to Kane.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to ask about Brooke as well, but also Robin, particularly in the third quarter. At times, the offense looked a little bogged down with Giannis off the floor, and Robin came up with a couple of baskets in a row. How important are those two guys going to be at getting different looks closer to the basket and just getting a little diversity with that offense?
Yeah, no, those two baskets. I mean, we were, we were having a hard time finding anything, and I thought that the timeliness of both of those were really important, and then I think George Hill, got him going at least one of those, if not both of them, and so I think those two have got to just continue to work and get their rhythm, and I think that'll happen, and so but those were big baskets, and Brooke had a couple of post moves and threes, and so and Robin hits a three, and so I think just those two guys combined give us great play from the center spot.